Mahadeva Maheshwara Bhairava Kalabhairava Kalabhairava Mahadeva.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. I want to Kalabhairava, just throw some light on it.
How to throw light on darkness? Kalabhairava means the dark one. That's one aspect of him. We shouldn't throw light on him. It is seen in many different ways. It is a deadly form of Shiva. When he went into a destructive mode, not of destroying this or that, of destroying time. See, all physical realities exist within the span of time, isn't it? If I destroy your time, everything is over. See, right now your clock is ticking lup-dup, along with your watch, something else is ticking inside, right? Suppose we fast forward everything, we just over, isn't it? So, Kalabhairava means just that. Because most people do not choose to live in a great manner, they have an aspiration, at least they want to die in a great way. So Kalabhairava is a deadly form of Shiva. It was guaranteed, if you come to Kashi, you will attain to mukti. It doesn't matter what kind of a lousy creature you have been all your life. So all the lousy creatures started coming because they lived badly and they want to die gloriously. Only the population of the lousy multiplied. Then Shiva said the place is becoming lousy with so many lousy people. So he said, there needs to be some check. So he took the form of Kalabhairava and it's called Bhairavi Yatana. That means when the moment of death comes, for all that you have been, your whole many lifetimes plays out in a moment with great intensity. And whatever pleasures and sufferings and pains that need to happen to you will all happen. It would have spread over many lifetimes, but all that will happen to you in a microsecond, but with the kind of intensity that you cannot hold. So this is called as Bhairavi Yatana. You know what Yatana means? Yatana means ultimate suffering, it's something that happens to you in hell. He will make it happen to you here. So when you want to do that kind of a job, you need a right kind of costume. So he comes with the right kind of costume of looking terrible. If he looks nice, that would be very evil, you know. If somebody looks pleasant and does terrible things, that would be evil. If somebody has to do terrible things, they should at least look terrible, isn't it? So, Shiva put on the right kind of costume and became Kalabhairava to create Bhairavi Yatana for you, to create such phenomenal pain that you have not imagined possible, but just for a moment, so that after that, nothing of the past remains in you. Undoing your software, painful, isn't it? But this happens at the moment of death, you have no choice, you can't run. Yes, you can't run. But he makes it as brief as possible. Suffering has to end quickly. We must make it super intense, then only it'll end quickly. If it is mild, it goes on and on forever.
I have kind of unfolded a very significant process still in its infancy or in its conception. But we have started the process for Kalabhairava. So Kalabhairava means to be able to create a possibility which is both good for the living and the dead. We are laying the foundation for the Kalabhairava, tomorrow being Amavasya or the new moon day.
In the yogic lore, the Mondays in the sacred month of Shravan are considered very significant. In an incredibly rare phenomena, after 20 years, 20th July 2020 is Somvati Amavasya, a new moon day falling on a Monday in the month of Shravan.
What does Kalabhairava mean and why? Kala means both time and space. Time and space being the two fundamental aspects of our very existence. Only to what extent, either consciously or unconsciously, one has a certain amount of access and mastery over these two elements will determine how profound and how impactful a life that one is. The establishment of this Kalabhairava Mandapam, for which we are laying the foundation stone today, the purpose now is to serve both the living and the dead. When I say living and the dead, the effervescence of vigor, that is life, and the profound stillness, that is death, between these two dimensions within us, as both these two dimensions live within us, there is a space. It is to find this space, it is to establish ourselves in this space that is vital for one who want to be above time and space, to able to live life in a profound manner with an impactful existence in the world. Well, we have established the Virya Bindu for the development of this powerful deity of Kalabhairava at the Isha Yoga Center on 18th of July 2020. And this entire process will be complete in 4,356 days, which is a complete solar cycle, and it will culminate on the 21st of June 2032. But the deity as a living process, we should be able to complete this in a maximum of 6 to 8 months. And the construction of the mandapam will happen well before that. In this process, it involves a certain dimension of a very powerful viryam, which means the fundamental vigor of life. Well, establishing this, as a means for both living and dead to find what is of utmost importance for us existentially, beyond social needs, beyond psychological needs, what is most vital for human existence, that's what it is about. And also, the entire process of creating this Tirtha Kshetram is largely complete. We have established a very powerful Tirtha Kshetram here at Isha Yoga Center in Coimbatore. A complete spiritual process and life process. The necessary consecrations and energy establishments have happened for this generation and for the future of mankind. So Kalabhairava is also the Kshetrapala or the protector of the Kshetra. Protecting the Kshetra energetically is a very important part. So in many ways, Kalabhairava or the completion of Kalabhairava consecration will in many ways complete the consecration processes that have been happening for over 25 years now at the Isha Yoga Center. Well, I have taken this up at this stage in my life. This will be very arduous for me energetically, need a certain level of focus, and to develop this Virya Bindu into an overflowing vigor in the form of the deity. All of you, be with me, support me in making this happen. I would like many of you to be involved in this process. Let us see what opportunities and what possibilities we can create, especially at a time like this, when there is a pandemic and mortality blatantly hanging in our face. Kalabhairava is very relevant and meaningful because the foil of life is death. One who rejects one will also reject the other unknowingly. So it's very important to understand life dances upon the stage of death. May your dance continue with utmost vigor, and also when it is time, let us know how to pass with a very profound experience of transition.